St. Inie's Coffee, located in Lexington Park, and our motto is coffee, conversation, and community, and that's hopefully reflected in our space and our business. I am Catherine Grube, the owner of St. Inie's Coffee. St. Inie's is a coffee shop, all fresh roasted coffee. We serve all our hot coffee, we serve pour over, which is just a method of brewing. It's by the cup, it's fresh grinds, and it's really smooth. And then we also have cold brew coffee. Our menu is pretty simple. It's just fresh coffee and light pastries, but people are here more for the space. I mean, the coffee's excellent, if I do say so myself, but the space it lends itself. Our motto is coffee, conversation, community, so it's supposed to be, the living room is for meeting and chatting and studying. And we also both rooms are surrounded with books, so it's supposed to be a space for exchanging ideas and meeting people. Okay, so I have 4 children, and when my 4th was born, I wanted to start my own business, and I'm really into coffee, so I bought a coffee roaster and started roasting my own coffee, taught myself to roast over 6 months, and was selling at the Homegrown Farm Market, which is right down here on 235. And then I did that for 2 years, and one of my customers actually came to me with this building, and I had lots of customers saying, "When are you going to open a coffee shop? When are you going to open a coffee shop?" And I was pretty content at the market. It was a simple, it was great, every Saturday was great. It was a good community, but I hadn't really thought of opening a coffee shop. And one of my customers brought me this building that we're in, and our start was with the thought of fresh coffee and providing a space for the community, both families and business men and women, and folks to study, and artists and things like that. So I love coffee, and a long time ago when I had my first, my sister and I had talked about opening a coffee shop. We were both new moms, young moms, and we wanted to open a coffee shop called Stir Crazy, and it was going to be for moms that just wanted 30 minutes to themselves to just have a cup of coffee, meet a friend, study. We were both in school at the time, and have their kid have a space to go to play. And then, that didn't happen, but the need is still there. Young moms and dads and young families in general need a space to meet, and I'm very familiar with that. I stayed home with my kids for 8 years. So just having a space for families and working folks, and we just get everything here. So it's a really interesting job. We learn a lot. I feel like a lot of connections are made here between people that otherwise wouldn't really overlap in life, between the base and teachers and stay-at-home moms and dads, and so it's just really cool to be a part of that. And we also are very much dedicated to employing people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. So we have 4 people on our staff right now with intellectual and developmental disabilities, and that's important to me. My son has Down syndrome. One of my children has Down syndrome. So that was part of it. I had a nonprofit before this, and I want people to employ my son when he's an adult, and so I'm doing it in advance to kind of see what I'm asking for. When he's an adult, what am I asking people to do, and how can I improve that situation now? So. Real community is kind of exchanging ideas among all different groups to see if you can help each other out, and life is just more interesting that way. So community is kind of pulling ideas from all different groups and enjoying that exchange of ideas and conversation.